The average nursing home costs $8,000 per month. That's $96,000 per year. And if you or your parents ever need long-term care, the government expects you to spend down almost everything you own before they help pay a single dollar. Your house. Your savings. Your retirement. Gone. But here's what most people don't know. There are completely legal strategies to protect your assets, if you plan ahead. In this video I'll show you exactly how to protect what you've worked for before it's too late. Let's start with how nursing home costs actually work. In the United States, long-term care is not covered by regular health insurance. And Medicare, the government health program for seniors, only covers nursing home care for a maximum of 100 days. After that, you pay out of pocket. Every single day. At $8,000 per month, a 2-year nursing home stay costs $192,000. A 5-year stay costs nearly $500,000. Most families are completely unprepared for this. And by the time they realize it, it's often too late to protect anything. So how does the government decide who pays and who gets help? Through a program called Medicaid. Medicaid covers long-term care costs, but only after you've spent down your assets to almost nothing. In most states, you can only keep around $2,000 in assets to qualify. Your house, your savings, your investments, all must be spent first. But here's the critical part most people miss. Medicaid has a 5-year look-back period. That means if you transfer or give away assets within 5 years of applying for Medicaid, the government can penalize you and deny coverage. This is exactly why planning ahead is everything. Now let's talk about the legal strategies that actually work. Strategy number 1, the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. This is an irrevocable trust where you transfer your assets, typically your home, into the trust. You can still live in your home. But because you no longer legally own it, it's protected from nursing home costs. The catch? You must do this at least 5 years before you need Medicaid. That's why starting early is critical. Strategy number 2, spousal protection. If one spouse needs nursing home care, the other spouse, called the community spouse, is allowed to keep significantly more assets. In most states, the healthy spouse can keep up to $148,000 in assets plus the family home. Knowing these rules can save your family hundreds of thousands of dollars. Strategy number 3, long-term care insurance. If you're between 50 and 65 and still healthy, long-term care insurance is one of the smartest investments you can make. A policy that costs $2,000 to $4,000 per year can cover nursing home costs that would otherwise wipe out your entire life savings. Here's the bottom line. Nursing home costs are the single biggest financial threat to families over 60. Most people ignore this until it's too late. But with the right planning, the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, spousal protection strategies, or long-term care insurance, you can protect everything you've worked for. The time to plan is not when you need care. The time to plan is right now. Talk to an estate planning attorney about your options. The cost of planning? A few $1,000s. The cost of not planning? Everything. Here's the bottom line. Nursing home costs are the single biggest financial threat to families over 60. Most people ignore this until it's too late. But with the right planning, a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, spousal protection strategies, or long-term care insurance, you can protect everything you've worked for. The time to plan is not when you need care. The time to plan is right now. Talk to an estate planning attorney about your options. The cost of planning? A few $1,000s. The cost of not planning? Everything.